What's up, guys? Welcome back to the ESK8 2024 wrap-up. I thought, well, we've had an extremely long week here in Las Vegas, so this is the easiest way to do it. Get us all on the couch. Yeah, exactly. Get us all on the couch and just talk about our experiences, talk about what we thought went well, if anything we thought didn't go that well. We've got Eduardo and Gustavo from Transites Australia and Transites USA. The audio might not be that great, but it should be okay. So let's start at the top. How are we all doing?
Fantastic.
He had a crash. He had a crash and a slight concussion. So
Yep.
Slight hospital visit.
Slight hospital visit.
slight hospital. We'll talk.
Ruined my evening.
We may talk about that.
Yeah, ruined your evening. That's right.
Craig.
I'm pretty good. I ran out of legs last night, so I didn't get my video out last night.
No.
But I'm okay now. But I'm pretty exhausted actually.
Okay.
Great radium content.
Yeah.
900 subs, which we could get.
Yeah.
to.
Yes.
If you don't know who this man is, I'll put the link in the video. His name is Craig Taylor.
Not Greg.
Hashtag not Greg.
He's about to become probably the biggest skate YouTuber in Australia. Check out his channel. It's much more informative than mine, so check it out. Whereas I just skate and make shit up, he actually knows what he's talking about. Tranzite, how did it go as being a vendor and getting on the track?
Amazing. Second year and I love it. It gets better and better and better. That track was very technical.
Yes, it was.
But really good. The fencing and everything. That really well. It was a big setup from
Huge.
a step up. Sorry, a step up from last year.
It was.
Yes. Are you coming again next year?
Definitely.
Yeah.
So let's start with day one. I think.
I'm Tom.
Didn't you not say?
No, I didn't say.
Skip Tom. Tom, ESK8 NOMAD. How did you find the whole event?
It's been amazing, man. And what's been great is because last year it was like being in the UK, traveling on my own. It's been, it's a bit anxious. You don't know what you're walking into, meeting other content creators, companies, people who share the passion. Was great. But this year it's about seeing, as Drew keeps putting it, brothers and hanging out.
And you've made a lot of friends this trip.
Yeah, it was really great. It was one of the first, because I redone my channel from B-Boy Stretch to ESK8 Unity. ESK8 Unity. Oh my god. ESK8
NOMAD.
Seeing my friends like ESK8 Unity
Yeah.
and the other guys,
Yeah.
and it's just there's been a lot of like boxes being ticked, chapters being closed, and Unity's put together. Pun intended.
We've evolved.
And we've all evolved,
Transformed.
Transformed
Yeah.
in in a great way, and it's been beautiful.
Awesome answer. So let's start with day one. So day one we arrived. I arrived late. You guys were there, I think, on time. It seemed a lot more organised this year. Like they were organised last year. I'm not saying they weren't, but this year was even more organised. The booths were everywhere they should have been. Everything was pre-marked on the floor. The booths, it was a very, very windy, cold day. So there was elements that were out of their control, but most tents had sandbags.
Yeah, they prepped for that really well.
It really was set up. I think it was set up exactly, because Mike said, I think he said on our live stream, he said he wants ESK8 to feel like CES.
Yeah.
And I think he did a really good job of, they didn't need to cram them in the way they did, but because they did, it created this sort of excitement, this buzz, this
real
hub.
hub.
Exactly.
And there were different pockets of people. So they were clustered in one area because the tracks was only one area. There was pockets of different chapters working together. So if you like, I want to hang out with the Tranzite guys, I want to hang out with the Stooge guys, or Radium guys, or whoever, or Meepo, or whatever. You had these little pockets where you could hang out with people, and so it was really evenly dispersed, which was good for safety as well.
100%. But I'll tell you one thing. I think now that we've done ESK8 3, now, and if they continue, I mean, I know they're going to move next year, but I think you'll find vendors will start to probably pay more for better locations. Because they were primarily, like, you look at the OMW tent, accident, I would say, because they got, apparently I think they got to pick their own spots, prime position. Right there on the corner, everybody was all around.
Start and finishing point.
Meepo, Gold Sponsor, had an amazing spot right on the corner there. Did you know?
Shout out to Kieran representing.
Mate, Kieran.
Kieran.
Fantastic.
Can we all just say, Kieran is an absolute, I'm going to swear, fucking legend.
Yes.
Yep.
I might beep it out, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
He showed up with race boards, with demo boards, I don't think I've ever seen someone that excited to be
in the moment.
First off, like as a CEO or of the company,
Owner.
of the owner of a company, to come out and be like, I'm gonna race, and
Yeah,
I'm gonna
it's
build
wild.
this board, and he was working on boards as well too. So it was like he wasn't just like sitting back, like shaking hands and whatnot. So he was doing a
Fully
good job.
participating
Yep.
in everything.
Fully involved. It was absolutely awesome.
Brought race boards, and he ended up racing on a Hurricane with a flat tire.
Yep, yes.
And he knew it was flat before he started.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, one
back
of his
left
tires, yeah.
tire was flat. And he-
Wow.
The first heat he didn't know. He comes off and Brian goes, he had 4 flat tires. I was
Yeah.
like, are you kidding me? But 4 flat tires.
every time I saw him, like I went over to him and I said to him just now, I said, mate, that race board looks fantastic. I said, this is going to create such a affordable entry point into the racing. I said, I said to him, I just said, I'm really excited about this. And he started jumping up and down, going, I'm so glad to hear that. Like he was, like he, I don't know when you see him online or when he's on video, he's a bit more guarded. Yeah. He is this ball of energy who just loves electric skateboards. I was really surprised, I'll be honest.
I said they should do it'd destroy the scene if it went to hell. Just doing a vendor showdown.
Oh my god. In one foul swoop, we take everyone out.
Well, we had the start of it because we did have Brian and Kieran going at it on the track.
Yeah.
And they were, Brian won the first race together in the
He
heat.
said that.
And he and Brian came in going, oh yeah, I go.
Yeah.
And then Kieran came in on the second heat. I go, I did get Brian.
Yeah, I got Brian.
It was actually amazing. It was great fun. It was great fun.
As far as Tranzite goes, you guys had an amazing spot, right? Like literally, there was the
First
first
real
or second
turn.
10, like right next to. And I think the important thing is you were right next to shred lights, which everyone went to buy shred lights.
Yep.
Yeah. And
Your-
the entrance next to the track.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right there by the booth. Yeah, that was a great spot.
And
Thanks for letting us use your booth as well. I appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Appreciate the spot.
And you released 2 new boards?
Yeah, the
2 new
couple,
boards?
couple.
Yeah.
And also USA is coming. Like Gustavo is running in America.
So, side note, he's releasing 2 new boards. One of them is a 14S4P, four-wheel drive, direct drive, Molly Cell P42 cells. It does not have a name.
Yeah, we just
Yeah, and then boys
So,
and girls.
excuse me, I'm burping, I'm drinking beer. I'm gonna put some, it's light. It's Bud Light.
Yeah.
I promise.
Build that.
I'm gonna put some video on the screen right now.
Trying to sleep, I pray the Lord that I wake again. I wake again. I pray the Lord that I wake and I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord that I wake again. I wake again. I pray the Lord that I wake.
If you've got a name idea, put it down in the comments. And if he picks your name, you get 5 free boards. 5 free boards?
cards.
You get
Bolts, I think you said bolts. 5 bolts.
5 free bolts. No.
On your board.
But seriously, we've been throwing names at him, and he's been.
Yeah,
So-
we're waiting for the pinnacle.
Well, but if you can come up with an amazing name for a 4-wheel drive, direct drive board with this amazing customized ESK, chuck it in the comments, and I know Eduardo will check them out. So you'll never know. You could be responsible for naming a board.
It's your choice.
Awesome. That would be amazing.
Yeah. You sold Dicks.
Yeah, the
Wings,
couple
Dicks,
are
X.
very popular.
Yep.
The wings are very popular.
Dex.
And the wings as well, which
Yeah.
I mean the colours.
Yeah.
And also, it's nice to people can try it. Actually,
Yes.
go on top
Yeah.
of the wings and the deck, and you can feel the difference. And
It adds a splash of color to a very boring e-skate world.
Well, okay, good, yeah.
the colors.
Yeah.
The candy shop.
Yeah.
Black.
Talking about the people who showed up this year. Yeah, black. I felt this year was hyper. How do I want to word it? I haven't thought about this at all. You can tell. I felt everyone was in the moment. Like everybody just wanted to be mates. There was no bad energy.
No politics.
There was no politics. Yeah, that's a great way to put it. There was no politics.
No board shaming.
No, there was people getting around on backfires, and there was people getting around on Meepo single hubs, and it was just like awesome.
Yep.
But and on the flip side, there was all these guys who we've seen over the previous years rocking, own boards or Meepos or Lycons, now rocking up with their DIYs.
Yep.
And wanting and just giving the remotes to people, saying, "Try this."
Yeah.
I don't know. It was an amazing. I just think from a audience point of view, I think M-Boards got the nail on the head with as far as getting the right people there.
Yeah.
The right people to be part of the
Exactly,
the
yeah,
right
yeah.
message or who they
Because
want.
I can say this, that especially with Ace Tech, because I was there, a lot of people were able to go up and talk to them about what they like, what they didn't like, and
Yeah,
the,
and they
the
really
owners
wanted it as well.
And the owners were like, "This has been the most wealth of information we've got from anyone." Because you go online, you send an email out, you're like, "What do you like? What do you don't like?" And it's just like when you're able to stand on it or talk to someone and be like, "I took it around the track," they're like, "Ooh, I don't know if I like this," or "Oh, wow, I really like this thing."
And they had a list.
They had a list.
They had a database
they
going.
Yeah, they were going to database, and I know Propel the same thing too. They were like, so many people were talking to them and saying the same thing, like what they liked, what they didn't like, and that's just, I mean, that's right there. You're getting directly from the community. You're not getting it from an email or something.
It was interesting. I had a conversation with Javen from Propel, and he literally just walked up and said, because we're talking about the night ride, and he said, I saw you were sitting on the side of the road, and I said, your smile was huge, and he said, I've never been able to get so much information from riders on the night, talking with people, and not just that, being actively involved in the community on that ride and just talking with everybody he could. It was, I've never seen an owner of a company, like except for maybe Kieran, smile so much. Like he was just over the moon. And I think one of the things I've got from ESK8 is that the owners of the companies being there, Eric from ASTEC, and others, and
Eric from Shredlights, Eduardo from Shred.
Can I say one thing on the whole branding side of thing with companies? I think there's the dirty side of the community, which is that board shaming stuff about I have this and it's better than that. And here's a good example where the owners of the companies are not looking there for rivalry; they're enriching what they're doing.
And
I think that
It was incredible.
Talking the community, they're all engaging and saying, what are you doing? How's this working out?
Yeah, so I think this whole kind of you have to be this brand and that's it.
And even
The owners don't want to be there.
Even sharing ideas. Hey,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want this track, and I feel this with that system and that bike with this battery. And
We're in a niche community as it is. You know, we
I feel
need
like
to work
talking
together.
with friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Skateboards.
A good example of that is, by halfway through day one, Meepo, Mo, and Mad were all talking. Talking about ideas, talking about projects, talking about possible collaborations, which is insane. Like it's
Never would have thought about that a few years ago.
no,
Yeah,
wouldn't.
exactly. It's a different
There's
game.
more to come to that story.
Yeah.
Stay tuned and subscribe because I've got something on that.
So
Ruthless plug.
boom.
Dirty.
Whoa.
What a plug.
If you can't tell, we are all exhausted. I didn't even tell them we were doing this. That's hence why Greg's wearing the shirt. Sorry, Craig.
Sausage and bread.
Yeah. So subscribe to his channel to find the information.
Sausage and bread.
Even I don't know about it, so when we cut, he'll tell me.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So day one was insane. Like it was just. I think day one was really the heats. I categorized it. And day one was about the race heats. Day two was the convention. And day three was the finals. That's sort of how I categorized it.
Brutality of closure of the whole
Day
week.
3 was a lot.
Yeah.
Day three it's so intense.
Yeah. Let's just not skip ahead though.
Right, okay.
Before we move on to day two though, group rides. Did you guys go on group rides?
Yeah. Awesome.
All of them?
Amazing.
James, legend.
James.
ESK8.
James.
Not only is he setting up,
Yeah.
helping,
Sin
working
City
out.
ESK8.
Sin City ESK8.
Get on
Yeah.
him. Get on his YouTube channel as well because the guy needs as much love and he deserves it because
I've heard he's got some new gear and his videos are going to be getting even better quality. So make sure I'll put his link down below. James ESK8 is what is it?
Sin City
ESK8.
Yeah.
Subscribe to him. The way he managed those group rides, of
So
100 plus people,
so good.
Yep.
So professional.
and the way they lit it, and the way that
40, it was 40. We had 40 a permit for Red Rock.
Yeah,
40 people.
and we had hundreds, right?
Oh yeah.
It was basically waves of 40, basically.
That's the thing. Like, we were ready to go. We thought everyone was there, and then
Yeah.
we found out there was two massive groups down at the visitor car park
Yeah, they were waiting for.
doing silly things. So the group rides were insane. Did you do all of them?
Yes.
Yeah.
What was your favorite?
Red
Right,
Rock
rock
is the
by
highlight.
far.
Yeah.
Red
Awesome.
Rock. Oh, it's just
Yeah.
unique.
Yeah, that's just the
Awesome.
something special. That's the secret spice of the week, I think.
Yeah.
Honestly, like I say it every year when I fly in. I'm like, if Red Rocks is the only thing I do, so be it. It's just that much fun. And I think this year was even better. Like just with everyone, the group of people that were there, especially like all of the different vendors, all the different people, and from all over the world, which was even crazier.
What was awesome is that the ASTEC guys. I know I keep talking about ASTEC. They did give us boards. I'm not trying to do it on purpose.
But you connect them, that's on another level.
But
That's
Olivia, Eric, and I think one of the girls made it.
Yeah,
And
that
they-
was great to see.
Yeah, and they were blown away. Like they were just like, this is like a postcard.
Yeah.
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 So Red Rock was your favorite. Red Rock.
Definitely.
By far.
Come back. Give me a second to absorb.
I love riding the streets here, and I'll be honest.
Yeah, the streets are fun.
The streets are fun, and I actually
Answer the question.
I went on.
Zip.
Yeah, but
Answer the question.
I went on a 2-hour ride by myself one morning,
Nice.
Answer the question, Kenny.
and my 2-hour ride around the city by myself early in the morning
Yeah.
when the sun was coming up.
So he
was actually really unique for me.
Yeah, and
in
that's
this
what
city.
it's all about.
Red Rock kills it. I mean,
All right, there's the answer. Red Rock.
Yeah.
Yours was Red Rock.
Red Rock.
All right, mine was Red Rock as well.
Yeah.
Mine was the
Right,
short
he's gonna
window on the first ride from the first ride from the Golden Nugget
Yep.
to the first ride.
Yeah, I love that.
yeah.
I
Yeah, the
was
bus
in-
lanes.
I was in another dimension, like hyping up.
Yep.
And I think that's one thing I wanted to do this year. Like even on when I was racing, which we'll talk about a bit later. Like I
Well,
wanted to get the energy of everyone together and just
Yeah.
like go
That
bring
ride,
everyone together.
that ride was totally different this year, and not
Yeah.
in a bad way.
It was a bit too fast.
but it was
way
it
too fast.
it was fast.
For me,
fast.
for me,
You had a lot of people with a lot of energy. I kept saying in all my videos, I was like, everyone here has a lot of physical energy, and they're just ready.
and they're
to,
racers as
and
well.
they're racers. So you have people that were riding streets on race boards.
Yeah.
and they just were like making wrong turns, and James was trying to control
Running
them. Again,
stop
shout out to
signs
him.
through.
Right. Yeah. Oh my God, Thomas almost killed himself 9 times. Just ripping the red lights. But yeah, that was an intense night, and as much as I loved it, I really wish that it was the bike night that we
Yeah.
had the first year.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Agreed.
that slow pace with
That was
all of
awesome.
that excitement.
Yeah.
Because like that was so much more
Chill.
chilled
Chill.
vibe energy. That was just like everyone's rocking, and you know you could zip through if you wanted to, but like chilling at like 8 to 10 miles an hour, it was just a perfect warm up in my sense. Like
Yeah.
we were going balls to the walls in that
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
night, right?
It
I was
was
like I was hitting 30 miles an hour on that thing going over. Like I was like, why am I doing this right now? It's
Yeah.
night one when I smashed myself. So
Good point. Good point. Next thing I want to talk about, and it's linked to my question as well. I'll ask the question first. Who do you think had the best merch this year?
Ooh, really good.
I'm going to go first because I think it'll salt the pot, and everyone will probably give the same answer. My answer is this cap.
what?
Lorenz.
Oh, the Lorenz.
Lorenz.
This cap, let me hold it up, is I love merch, especially when it's free.
Yeah.
This Lawrence cap,
Yeah.
That's nice.
is such good quality.
I would agree with that one.
Yeah.
They got I got compliments on it from people that aren't even in ESK8. Like my wife was commenting on it, saying like, she's like, that's a really nice quality cap.
Exactly.
I was like, it is, right? I was like, it's pretty legitimate.
Pretty swish.
I do have some t-shirts I haven't taken out of the bag yet, but at the moment the hat's taken the pot.
The hat's definitely on there. What about deck heads?
Where there was some good dickhead merch. You did right.
This,
Yeah.
this if you walked in on day 3, I think about 45 people have deck head shirts on.
There was a there,
How about a WOLFPACK match?
So we
yeah.
showed up this year.
Crewed up.
We crewed up this year, and
did.
I would say that especially from each one of us
we,
actually own our own like little.
Were we a squad?
I'm gonna be one.
no,
second.
hashtag not a squad.
Yeah.
We've lost.
Hashtag
We've
not a
lost.
squad.
We've lost.
Hashtag not a squad. Hashtag family.
Thomas is going for a wee.
Yeah.
But each one of us has our own little niche, you know, Electric N, ESK8 Oz, Deckhead, ESK8 Nomad, Transite. So he didn't bring
Transite, you
anything.
were
No, he
saying.
didn't bring us anything.
Oh, yeah, no, didn't you?
So we all made stuff to hand out, and I couldn't tell you how many times people came up to us and was like, and
Where can I
especially
buy
the
that?
WOLFPACK,
Yeah.
I was like, where can I buy that? And I'm like, I was like, we can figure that out.
we can book that out for next
Yeah, we
year.
booked that for next year.
Yeah.
Maybe that's how we pay for
Yeah.
next year, is we just start selling that.
Merch.
Merch, yeah. Just start doing merch.
I gotta
Just
say,
pull it all together.
the race jerseys,
Yeah, they came out good.
together were really, they were mint. They
The
were
poor
so
merch
good.
jersey.
So it's a good, I guess, really good cross section because Tom's not here. Drew, do you want to talk about what happened to you?
Sure. Yeah, so
The seat is yours. Go for it.
the practice, we were doing practice sessions before my first race heat. So this was day 2. And I was practicing, and I honestly we were on the fast straightaway. I don't know exactly what happened, but I heard another racer yell left, 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 and then I got knocked out from the left side and taken out and smashed my head, my body, everything was pretty damaged. And ended up later on going to the hospital. And when I got to the hospital, it was trauma unit. So the trauma unit is very
Direct.
and quick and snappy.
There's
And,
no mucking around.
no mucking around, yeah. So when I walked in there, I rolled in and I'm on a stretcher, and there's, no joke, 30, 35 doctors, patients, nurses looking at me, and I'm like, hey guys, what's going on? One woman comes up and goes, a lot of things are about to happen right now, and I want you to just listen to me. Within less than 30 seconds, I was stripped down naked on a thing, but they were cutting my jersey off of me. I had the WOLFPACK jersey on, and I'm screaming, wait, and they're just slicing up my shirt, and I'm like, oh. So my WOLFPACK jersey got destroyed. Thank you, though, Scott,
We had
for
a spare one.
having a spare one and being able to recruit
I
that.
had a feeling we'd need a couple spares, so I did bring a couple.
Yeah, so but that was I couldn't care about anything else. Like I literally was there for a concussion and bruised, shattered potential hip and all that jazz. But yeah, I was more concerned about my WOLFPACK jersey being cut off of me. So there was my.
That's your story. But he's fine now.
fine now.
Yeah.
Massive bruise.
Mostly.
Massive bruise.
Well, it was my turn last year, wasn't it?
Did you?
I didn't get hospital.
Did you want to show the bruise?
Oh no!
Do you want to show it?
Getting up right now.
You don't have to. If you don't want
Shall I
to.
put the music behind it?
Oh, it's already bad.
Oh yeah.
That's a
Look at
good one.
that beautifulness.
Thumbnail.
That's the thumbnail. Yeah, Drew's bum.
Right there.
Right in my face.
You enjoyed that, Craig?
Coming now.
We all enjoyed it.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm coming.
It's fun for the whole
So I
family.
didn't see a dollar in my ass. I don't really know what that was about. No tips.
I don't have any. I've been tipping them all.
I
Speaking
don't
of,
use coins.
speaking of Lawrence, I wanted to give ESK8 NOMAD Thomas a compliment or my phone is not on silent. I'm so sorry.
Just do it. Just
put it
own
on
it.
silent.
Yeah, just
So Thomas came in with some plans, but not really plans, and he ended up stepping on the Lawrence Major on
V2.
V2 was it Tuesday morning?
Yeah, well, yeah. It was, the idea was me up with Lawrence. Obviously, opportunity.
To go and film it?
That's the thing about the opportunity. V6's gone. You can try these boards.
Yeah.
You will never get the chance.
Exactly.
So meeting up with Chris Lips, absolute legend, so super accommodating. Met up and did some filming and fell in love with the board and was given an opportunity to ride it for the week. So massive shout out for Chris for that opportunity.
And
Good man.
I
He's
had
also my twin.
Yeah, they did look the same.
Oh, yeah.
You took a fantastic photo today. I saw that. I had people coming up to me going, "I didn't know Thomas could skate like that."
Really?
100%. Like,
Yeah.
so I don't know if I told you it. People were like, "He's a really good skater." I didn't know that.
Don't pump his ego
dude.
too much.
Yeah, so that was insane. So that was really, really nice. Yeah, so day one. Day two was really about, I think for us, about the convention. We all got our cameras out and you did a whole lot of interviews, I saw.
Yep.
You obviously had your crash. You were filming. You had loads of foot traffic.
Yeah.
Oh.
love it.
Yeah, loading and deloading every single
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
God bless you guys.
So.
Yeah. And then we had, so Thursday, did we have any group ride on Thursday? That was the Red Rock, right?
Red Rock.
Yeah.
Rock, yeah.
So Red Rock we've spoken about. And then today, man, I tell you what,
Well, no, talk about the strip ride.
Yeah, because
that
he
was
needs
yesterday.
to know. He needs to know.
That was last night. So last
Yeah,
night
true,
was
true,
the
true,
Red Rock,
true.
so that was day 2.
so strip ride was last night.
Pace was perfect for me.
I thought I was up the front just because I feel like the back gets cut off and I don't know my way around and
Yeah,
yada,
yeah,
yada,
yeah.
yada. I didn't go above 25 miles.
That was 8 miles per hour.
But it was a nice route, and I understand the route we took, but it
Yeah.
wasn't as good as the year before. I'll be really honest.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
It was smarter.
It was smarter, exactly
community.
for the group we had.
Right.
But a massive shout out to everyone involved in organising that one.
And that was Joe as well.
That was-
and working with his crew.
Joe, and it was NC ESK8.
ESK8.
Are we? I don't think we're allowed to do that.
No,
I think it's. I might get copyright strike.
Yeah.
But these guys, they were scattered through the whole group of hundreds and hundreds. What do you reckon? Oh, you weren't there.
I wasn't there.
Oh, was it?
No, I'm still looking at him.
Oh, yeah.
400, 500?
Yeah, but the thing is, it was so professional, and you respected the idea of bibs and guiding the group.
That's what I say. So the
So
instinct, they all
professional.
had yellow vests on. They had gel blasters. They
All
gave
right,
you first
I,
warnings.
I had the back end, so I've got a totally different take on the ride.
Yeah, well, that doesn't matter. You wear the ugly shirt. You don't get an opinion. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Oh, we got lost. We've heard it all before. No, I'm joking. Okay, tell us your problem. Go.
No, in all honesty, they should have had someone down the back who actually had a
Got shot in
map
the
and
balls,
knew
that's
where they were going. Because
You got a gel blaster in the testicle.
I did. I got gel blasted in the nutsack. And so my injury from the week, I'll take it.
I was just saying, best interest of the week. I'll take that too.
But in all honesty, the back end of the group was lost, and we spent 20 minutes trying to find our way back.
Yeah.
At one point, we were on a 4-lane highway,
wow.
belting down 30, 40 kilometres an hour down a 4-way highway, and they were pinging the group, and it just got really messy. And poor Stu was the yellow bib guy, and he said, I don't even know where we're at.
Yeah, I think it's
So-
important to talk about that feedback.
And I
That's
think
what it's about.
realistically, if they had have had a couple of guys at the back who knew the
Yeah.
direction, knew the map, and could have picked it up.
To be honest,
maybe
we
would've-
did that last year. We had like a pre-ride ride
Yeah.
of what we were doing.
No, they did. They had a pre-ride ride, but not everyone went because some of the guys from NC were actually riding and racing and stuff. I think next year, the one bit of advice I could give is maybe have a couple of people who know the route really well, and when they go out, they can carry the back end because there is a lot of people.
It's unlike anything that's
But
been
there's a lot of
Yeah,
people
yeah.
from overseas who don't know where the hell they're going. They don't know Vegas.
All right, you can just
Yeah,
get negative now. Let's just-
Yeah.
It was an awesome ride. Thumbs
It
up.
was. It was absolutely awesome ride. I loved it.
The biggest tip I would say would just skate faster.
Yeah. Get better.
Jeez.
Get better, yeah, get better, Greg.
Sausage and bread.
Yeah.
Jeez, I tell you, hanging shit on me tonight. Look, I
fell off.
Yeah.
I gotta,
Get better, Greg. Get better, Greg. Get better, Greg. As you fell off.
Within 3 seconds, and again, it's the
I didn't bruise my ass.
it's the YouTuber. I was extending my pole.
Oh god.
And
Hang on, selfie stick.
a selfie stick.
Okay, that's better.
Selfie stick sounds very vain.
Got really excited. Got myself.
I got
stick.
really
pole also
excited.
sounds
He was extending his pole.
Extending my pole and hit the accelerator with my thumb in Sports Plus mode, straight off. And I'm not as bruised, but I'm probably sorer than this guy.
Do you know what I had for me as well? Obviously, hanging out with Chris and riding the Lawrence and stuff like that. We ended up with our own little pocket of Lawrence balls.
Yeah, I saw it. I put up behind you. There's like 4 of you.
Oh, it was wild,
Yeah.
man. And do you know what was nice?
They were
Obviously,
laser
with
fighting.
Chris being, with like I said, hanging out with the founders and getting super excited. And I was like, I go to my rides, hang out with my friends and stuff like that. But I was thinking, I want to shred with these Lawrence riders. Right
And they
now.
were. And even the guy with the tank wheels. He was,
Yeah.
It was wrong.
Awesome. And then one thing we talk about, the Sphere.
Oh, the Sphere. The Sphere was cool.
Oh, yes.
The Sphere is an incredible
It's really upset. Right? I'm sorry.
architecturally. Yeah, well, honestly, it was shit. It was turned off. It wasn't running.
What do you mean?
No, I'm joking. It was awesome.
It had a window thing like dotting. It was like
I
standby
went to Sphere
mode.
on Tuesday though.
Yeah, we went inside. Oh, you're talking about our experience going in, you mean?
No, I'm talking about the fact we were pulled into the event. They
Yeah.
said, "Come on down."
Yeah,
The
that was
security went, "Let come in."
yeah, that was pretty cool. And they got the ESK8 logo on the outside. It was,
Yeah,
no,
it's
I'm
wild.
joking, they didn't.
Subscribe to my channel, ESK8 NOMAD.
Where were you in the group ride? Were you front, rear, back?
Last night.
Back.
Back?
She was
I
great.
like back. Yeah.
Was you with Craig?
Did you get lost?
It's more space.
Did you get lost?
No, sorry, group. No, I didn't do it last night. I didn't
Ah, that's
Gambling.
right. That's right. He was somewhere else.
Red Rock, I really enjoyed being at the end, and I saw Craig, and just
Yeah,
enjoying the place.
we
Yeah.
passed you. We
Enjoying-
passed you when you were filming, and you said you're gonna post something. We're waiting for that.
Oh, jeez. Now, fair call.
Yeah,
Fair
you
call.
got beaten down.
He mustn't be subscribed, because I'm sure you've posted your
Yeah.
Red Rock
Oh,
video.
yeah.
Red Rock video definitely put out already.
Oh, so Gustavo's not subscribed to the channel.
Yeah, I got to.
Do you know what I say about the group rides this year? Because there was more people, there was more clusters of ability and style. So, for example, if you were like not a racer, or you're not super fast, or you're super car, you ended up with pockets of people that ride your style, which I thought was really, really fun.
That's a good point. We've got like 30% battery.
Okay.
Right, so day 3, and my comment I want to make on this, and you guys can all then talk about it. Everybody was faster this year.
Yeah.
Did you pick up on that?
Yeah.
So we rocked up. They were doing the tracks. The novices were the lowest.
Novice is lowest.
Yeah. Even the novice guys were and girls were flying. Like around the track. Getting their apex lines. Where was your rider on the cross country? Was he advanced? Same as you, right?
Yeah, he was
Sportsman?
You couldn't pass
sportsman.
Oh.
God.
In case the microphone didn't pick up, he said he couldn't pass him.
No, I mean, hey, let's change
Safety first.
Safety. Trust me.
first.
Safety
Passing
first.
people's.
Everybody was faster. Everyone had put time in. The board quality, I think, from companies, from factories,
Yep.
has increased so much in 12 months that the ability levels, like I said to Olivia, the N3 with the riptide bushings was just forcing me to be a better skater. This weekend.
Also, all the training done before the
Oh,
comp.
Some
was
people
amazing.
do. They spend months and months training.
It's insane.
I don't, but that's fine.
And that's why you fell off in the hospital.
You're gonna say that.
Maybe you should get better.
I was when I qualified, I was 20th in pro class, which scared me. Thank God that there was still like
You're
whatever those
lying.
people.
Your thing is, to be fair though, it's not been said. You had your injury. I was like, dude, you're like concussed on the floor, drone footage looking down. I was like, oh my God, it's true. And then I'm going to say, sorry, Joe, you was like talking to Mrs. saying everything's fine. She's like, well, just don't be disappointed you didn't race. And I can imagine you just went,
I'm racing.
I'm racing.
I went 6 to midnight and I was like, let's go.
Let's do it.
Gotta do it for the wife.
But then if you look at your like race setup, there was DIY race, race, and then you.
Yeah.
Right in the
the
middle.
class I classified in advance. I was almost just the dead center of advance, and I was horrified. And the people that were above me were all Dallas Steinberg, who's a professional racer.
And the nicest guy in
the
his
nicest
game.
guy ever.
Yeah.
David Bond, who was another professional racer. Those people were in my class, and I'm looking at them going, "There's
Why?
no way
why?
that I should be in this class right now." I was like, they should have just cut that.
But the
point off and
margins
let
were
it out.
so
Yeah.
small.
So
So
if,
narrow.
if you looked at from where I was, so at the minute part, I was the beginning of the minute entry. I was at 1 minute .09. The next person below me was like 1 minute .0, like zero.
It was
no.
F1 stuff.
It was
Yeah.
F1. It was,
Yeah,
it was
F1 time.
fractions of a second
Millisecond.
for like for the down part of it all, and all of us were in that class. It was fractions of a second, which was crazy. And then Jared from ESK8 Canada was the last entry in our class. I think he was 101. I want to say so. He was the cutoff before sportsman into that point. But yeah, it's going from last year novice to advanced in 1 year, not practicing at all, just having a powerful board.
But
I was
posting
blown away
sick
by that.
content on a weekly basis.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know people. I say that all the time. I was like, I write every single day, so it's like it's not like I'm just some schlub that comes in and does that. But yeah, I would say that probably helps. But yeah, yes, going forward, the race division, everyone got faster. If you actually look at from year 1 to year 2, the amount of the smaller time frame and gap, it was significant from top level pro to bottom level novice. Everything got shrunk. So that's just goes to show that either everyone's getting faster or
Or the community's moving in.
community's
I
moving
think,
to a
I, think,
different.
I think it's the whole thing. I mean, I spoke to Morgan briefly this afternoon, who obviously he's done a three-peat. He's taken three in a row.
Just ruined the ending. No, I'm joking.
Always ruin the ending. Don't worry about it. And speaking to him today, and he actually broke his lap record in the race.
No.
47.44 or something. Something stupid like that. And and 47s. He's in the 47s.
Yeah, which is ridiculous.
He's just pushing so hard, and when you say going faster than they've ever gone before, I can't disagree. I mean, the track was so much more technical. It was so much more advanced as far as cornering and being able to work. I mean, I saw Mo there, like literally shaving tires and cutting tires. I saw Radium with a microwave out there heating up bags of all sorts of random
sand and
stuff.
jeans, did you say?
Sand and jeans and stuff.
Aussie sand. To make it,
Yeah, we had the good stuff.
Just trying to keep the tires hot before the race. I mean, these guys are leveling up. They're not mucking around.
No.
And just to see the intensity of the riding was just so amazing.
It was amazing. It was. I think the flip side of that, and it has to be, and you tell me if I'm wrong, but I thought.
You're wrong.
Okay. So let's move on. With the extra speed and everyone being more capable and faster boards, I felt like there was a lot more crashes.
Oh my
this year.
god! Yeah.
there was a lot more.
Yeah.
So I need to ask a controversial question. Switching the lanes. Do we agree or don't agree?
I
From
disagree.
heat 1 to heat 2.
Yeah.
I
So putting
disagree.
the slower person up front.
Yeah.
It gives that person that's in that class a division to have a chance to potentially do it. In that sense, the person that's behind you that is faster than you should, in all technicality, get around you. At this technical level of the track, though, you have a lot more risk of crashes.
Yeah.
There was really only a few sections
That you could get
two
past.
that you could
Safely.
safely.
Yeah.
That back stretch, if you had the cojones to go ahead and thunder down on that back section, you were able to get around someone. But that was the speed section that people were wiping out the most, and that's why I wiped out. That's where Dina and Morgan got
hit,
taken out there
Because they're being chased.
because they're being chased. Because you think you're going faster and someone around you, and then all of a sudden you take a little nudge out to the left to get around that chicane, and then boom, you get knocked down.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's I would say that
It's
yes,
not a one answer, is it?
Right, it's not one answer, but I would say that I like it because it gives the person that is a slower position to prove themselves, and it gives that, and then or vice versa, it also gives the person who's faster to prove themselves as well.
I've got no problem with that. If it's sorry to cut you off, I've got no problem with doing it if the track is
right, designed for it.
designed for it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think just one thing on a small comment on that. Joe and the guys did an awesome job with the track. It was
Oh yeah,
really,
100%.
really
It was
good.
amazing.
The professionalism of how the event was organised.
Joe's
every
whole
element.
crew was insane.
Yeah, but one thing I would say is maybe if they widen the race lane a little bit more, just to give a little bit more room.
But then if
for
they've got a
passing.
new track, then they knew the space
yeah,
they can do.
yeah. Next year, I think, and that's only a small thing, but it might reduce some of the accidents if they can do it. And the other thing I was thinking is, and I think we spoke about this briefly, Scott, is getting someone like Morgan, Dylan Bell, a few of the other racers, David Bond, whatever. Just the guys, this is what we're thinking about. This is the sort of measurements. What do you think? Flick it out there and say,
Can't hurt, right?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
They're
They
going to
say-
train it anyway.
yeah. Get the
Yeah.
opinion of a professional racer versus just designing themselves.
And they'll say, "Oh, you
Which-
can't. That's dangerous. That corner's going to."
They did change on the fly
They
because
did,
Morgan
yeah.
and a few of the guys said, "Hey man,
That's
this
not- one of the corners was way too
S section
tight."
was way too tight for
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah.
They were sliding out. Everyone was sliding out. Novices. Morgan sat there for like 10 minutes
Yeah,
and
he
watched like
watched them.
10 people crash in a row. And he's like, "Dude, there's no one's making this turn." He's like, "We're having trouble with it." So you got someone who's tightening their trucks up a lot because they don't want to wobble in the straightaway, try to make this turn, and they're smashing into the wall.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
they
they're cool.
softened it out a little bit, and I would give everyone credit in that sense because you can adapt, you can find a new line, you can practice and whatnot. So that's nice in that sense.
Yeah. All right. So I think we're almost done. Absolutely amazing event.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think.
it was alright.
I think. What'd you say?
It was all right.
You mean you might come back?
Yeah.
I think an absolutely incredible event for what do we call? We showed up. What are we called? Participants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does it say on our tag?
Attendance.
Attendance. Absolutely incredible event for attendance. I think it was an absolutely incredible event for the vendors.
Yeah.
I know Tranzite, they've already said they're coming back. I know Propel have already said they are 100% coming back. I know Ace Deck are coming back. I know Meepo.
Yeah.
As 100.
Meepo, he's gonna be racing every single day.
Yeah.
for the rest
Meepo, yeah, and Meepo wants to go to. He wants to create more events. That's how much he loved it.
Yeah.
I think the way it was organised, the way it was, the pre-marketing, everything was done. Just it couldn't have been any better.
Yeah.
No.
Because these guys are learning as they go as well.
Yeah.
It's going to be sad to say goodbye to the Llama lot because they have outgrown it. I think
That's a good thing, surely. Yeah.
I think so too. I think if we're much bigger the ability for a second track and so on.
Yeah.
I think Joe and his whole race team did an incredible
Yeah,
job.
absolutely.
And I'm glad he got a special mention today.
Yep.
Because
As well as all the crew, yeah.
all the crew, and
Mike and Maddie and all them. Yeah.
everyone, the whole family. Maddie's 36 weeks pregnant.
She's-
And everyone, Jacob, the whole team was amazing. It was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you give it out of 10? The whole week.
The whole week.
Yep.
I say 9 because there's always
There's always room for improvement.
Yeah,
Yep.
I was
there's-
saying the same thing. I was like,
I think
9.
a solid
I'd
9
say a solid
because
9.
there's reflection and there's improvement. And like I said, you've got an individual like Mike and and collectively M boards and working together.
Yep.
How many hats that man has
Yep.
with
100%.
what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's learned about.
He's
Excel.
he's extremely lucky. He's got the team he's got.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Absolutely.
And the family he's got.
Yeah.
All the parents were there helping out,
Yeah.
running the concessions.
Yep.
You've got James, and everyone's wearing multiple hats this week. It's
Yeah.
crazy. So you say 9. I agree. I'm going 9 as well.
Yeah, same.
9. Solid 9.
He's a 9.5.
Ooh, a 2.5, really? No, I know, I'm joking. So Gustavo, yeah. And I agree. I think we recorded a podcast here for Kelly ESK8, which
Yes.
you'll see probably in a couple of weeks because
God,
there's going to be
the editing on that's
Yeah.
gonna
editing's
gonna
going to
be
be insane.
intense.
But then we had some really good conversations about improvements and talking about tracks and making it demo time and making it more accessible. I didn't race and I didn't get on the track much because it was too quick.
It was horrifying. Every time we went out there, it was just
It was horrifying because you'd be
DIY guy or racer,
you'd see the-
just blowing by you. So that second track would be.
Gustavo and I said, okay, now's the time to try that.
Everybody left the
Two laps.
track.
Yeah.
Two laps.
Just one thing
Yeah.
with the whole second track, maybe and it's not our event, but just feedback
Yeah.
is amazing. But having a second track, which is you can't ride your own board on it.
Yes, that's a great
Yeah,
idea.
yeah.
Just simple.
It's
Just
specifically
simple.
a vendor
You
track.
can't,
That's it.
Yeah.
like, obviously-
Maybe put all the vendor tents around the track so you
Yeah,
get
you-
the board, you walk into it.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can't ride your own board.
Not a bad idea.
I just came up with that.
Good idea. Good idea.
Genius.
Thank you.
Yes.
I try. It's just what we do, right? WOLFPAck.
WOLFPACK.
That's so horrible.
That's all.
Sad,
We gotta-
sad.
we don't have a slogan yet.
We don't have a slogan. We're working on it. Patent pending. It's coming. All right. Anything else you want to talk about?
I just want to say I'm grateful that
Yeah.
coming back this year, I feel like I've closed a lot of chapters which I wanted to do last year.
And you found yourself this year. I honestly think.
Yeah, I feel like I've kind of got to where I was ability-wise and engagement-wise where I was 2 years ago, which is enormous impact.
Because last year you had a big board and you injured yourself, and
Yeah, it's more than just like that. It's a lot of closure. It's a lot of inner peace and tranquility. Like some of the best things I had this trip were tiny things. It was like going from like the Gold Nugget here to the event,
Yeah, so
getting
cool,
hyped,
so good.
when I was racing, getting the energy of the group together,
Yep.
and then going down the Red Rock ride and going. And then I was riding with one of the guys really active in my Facebook group, riding with them, and it's about just and one thing I had as well, I had this father and daughter come together, and they were saying, "Oh, I watched your channel and stuff," and it was his like 13-year-old daughter. I went, you ride? And I had one, I was giving stuff away to people, and I had like my last charm, and I went, stars are aligned.
Yeah.
That's the person who's giving
exactly.
it.
Yep.
So there was a lot of beauty.
That was
this
lovely.
week.
Yeah. Favorite thing of the week?
All my Aussie mates coming from
Yeah, that was
Aussie
insane.
coming down
and
ruckus.
and Radium turning up and bringing their board and really, you know, and showing what's happening on the other side of the globe.
Yeah,
inspired
that's
all over the world.
Favorite part?
Hanging out with you guys.
No, you. Favorite part?
It's so hard to answer that, man. For me, it's so unique because combines so many experiences.
Selling stuff, right?
When you go to when you go to an expo, you go to something and walk in, walk out. Here, you experience group rides, outdoors, vendors, networking, racing, friendships, community. It's just a place to be once a year. You have to be there.
That's it.
I love it.
Gustavo?
I think fraternity. I found out that very well.
Yep.
Vibe. Everybody was having a good time.
Everybody's on 100%. Yep.
From racers, night rides, Red Rocks. I mean, different perspective. Even from vendors. I mean, fraternity vendors. It's amazing how we, share information.
Yeah.
It was not community. It was more a community.
It was. And everyone was supportive of everyone.
Yeah, absolutely.
When they were doing the podiums today, and like Andy got up, he got second place. 16-year-old.
16 years old.
Only had his board. He's had his board for 2 months, and he gets second place.
And
everyone
erupted. 3 or 4 days earlier, his board got belted up and broken, and was put together, and everybody helped. They rallied, got him back up, and he smashed it today.
Yeah,
that's it.
Brilliant.
That's it. Anything else you want to talk about?
What was your favorite part?
What's your favorite?
Everything. Honestly, hanging out with you guys. I think Red Rock for me. Having time to sit on 63 kilometers per hour and carving on my favorite board, and literally, there's one hill in Red Rock, and I even got my video. This is my favorite hill.
Yep.
And passing everybody.
Yeah.
Just.
Yeah.
And just like
It makes it sound so nice.
it is. I know it is.
Oh, that was you. Okay.
Yeah. No, so I would come.
Actually, I think it was in my video too.
I would come back just for the group rides. That's how much I
I
enjoy it.
agree.
Yeah.
I say it every single year.
Cool.
Coming back next year?
Nope. That's it for me.
Thomas?
Yeah, but hopefully it could be different. I think we're going to treat it differently next year. I'm either going to race or I'm going to just film.
Content.
Yeah.
Either way.
Drew. We'll have to ask his wife that question.
Yeah,
fair call, fair call.
that's
And we are-
Content creator.
And we already know those two are coming back. So let's end the video there because I have got 11% battery and the memory card's almost full. Last words. One word. Dynamic. No, I'm joking. We're not going to do last words. That is it. Thank you so much for watching. Any comments or questions, shut them down below. Everyone's channels will be linked below, including the Tranzite. His will be first because I want everyone to go to Craig's channel and subscribe.
Give me to 1,000, please.
Get to 1,000. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you.